Dear friends in the Word of Life International Movement, warm greetings here from Uppsala. And when I say warm, it doesn't mean it is warm outside, it's warm in the heart. But outside, actually, we have cold weather now. We have a white Christmas, which is pretty unusual for this time of year in Sweden. So, white Christmas, that's nice. It's more like the way we like it. So, we are going into Christmas, and it's quite fascinating to think that what happened in a small little manger in a stable in Bethlehem is now affecting the whole world. Amen. And it's affecting you and me. And now when we go into Christmas, you and I, we get plenty of opportunities to just remember what God has done for us, how much He loves us, how much He loves our family, our church. And that's really, really great. And it's also great to be able to celebrate Him in Christmas services, singing the Christmas hymns and songs and reading the scriptures about how God sent Jesus to this world. But let us never forget that this is not only a holiday for Christians. This is really the holiday for the unsaved part of humanity, because this is a sign from God. In Isaiah 7 it says, therefore the Lord Himself will give you a sign. Behold, the virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and he shall be named Emmanuel, which means God with us. So God is really stretching out His hands, His arms to this world, to humanity, and just want to show humanity how much He loves it and loves us. So, as well as this is a great holiday for you and for me, and to meet with the church and with the family, it is also a reminder of why we are here on earth. What is the purpose of our lives? And it's of course to share this great news with this world. So let us believe that this Christmas, and also that this coming year, more people than ever before shall be able to get to hear the gospel, the good news. Amen. So, just to give perspective, David Livingstone, the great missionary, he said like this: God had one son and he became a missionary. And I really think that gives us the right perspective also concerning our lives. Why are we really, really here? Amen. So I have some things I want to mention also regarding what's happening in Word of Life International and also in our church here in Uppsala. So first, because of Corona, we have not been able to meet as we usually do. The board of the Word of Life International, we meet 2 to 3 times a year. We also try to have the Congress every second year, and it was planned last year in 2020 in the spring. It did not work. We got Corona instead, and then we hoped that it would be over quickly so we could have it this year instead. It didn't work, and actually we have not been able to meet as a board even, not until September, where we met in Armenia, and it was really great. We had so good time together, praying together, and just making plans for the future, also just picking up the things that has been on hold for some time. And now very soon, in a few weeks, we will meet again. So we are on track, and that's really wonderful. But what I like to mention is that in April, we will not have a full-scale Congress, but we will have something that we call the Word of Life International Summit, and we will have it in Albania, 5th through 7th of April. Albania is a great place to travel to because they don't expect visas or demand visas, so it's easy for you to get there. Also, the only thing we have to pray about is, of course, this Corona situation, but visa-wise and also price-wise is amazingly good prices, and we get to stay in a hotel on the beach of the Mediterranean. So it's going to be a great place, interesting country that the Lord opened for the gospel and for us when we went there 1991 in a tremendous way. And now we are actually seeing it's like a second wave or a third wave for our work there, and so there's many exciting things happening there really. So let's meet in Albania in April. I just want to share, regarding Christmas, the Taliban took over Afghanistan now in August, and we decided we have to do something for the refugees. And now this last weekend, we sent a big team here from Uppsala together with some other people from other places, and we had Christmas party for Afghan refugees with 1,600 of them, where we could celebrate Christmas and also explain what Christmas is. And some of our Afghans from our church who have received the gospel themselves could also share it with their brothers and sisters the countryman from Afghanistan on the run from the Taliban. So that's amazing. So exciting things are happening in Albania also. So, but it's going to be a good location for us in April. So we'll get back to that. We will not have full scale. So we will be a bit fewer, maybe 60 to 80 people. But you'll hear more about this. So further, we have, as you have heard probably before, Joachim Lundqvist has been a senior pastor here since 2012 and has also been very, very instrumental in guiding and helping our church through rather difficult years after Ulf Ekman's conversion. And I mean, many things that I have to get through. And so he has done a tremendous work. And now he has been on a leave since last Christmas until midsummer. And during that time, the Lord started to really push on him and Maria that there's a change coming. And that meant that they will also leave the senior pastorship of the church. And they are actually moving over to America now in January. They're not leaving our church. Our church is the base of their ministry. And Joachim has a part-time work and he's on the pastoral staff, but he will be very active in the United States. The Lord has opened tremendous doors for him to the biggest and the more influential churches in North America and even to some in South America. So it is, he will serve as our ambassador over there and just help to connect with the important churches of today. So we are thankful for that. But what about Uppsala then? Well, we have had a long process, and the long process is not about insecurity or not really knowing where to go. We just want to be very thorough with this. This is an important question because we understand that Uppsala Word of Life is not just a local church for Uppsala, but it's also an important church in a network with an international calling and a mandate. And therefore, we have to find ways to work where we can be efficient both locally and nationally and internationally. So we have taken some good time and not only been looking for the right person for the job, so to say, but also finding out better how can we work, how can we construct a team that can carry this national and international mandate. And we believe we have found a way of working now, and we can go into details some other time. But the new senior pastor, or what we will call him in Swedish head pastor, is not unknown to you, but he has been serving in our church for many, many years, since the 90s. And his name is Jan Blom. He has practically been senior pastor before during two periods. One period during Ulf Ekman's leave of sickness, which he had 2012 and onward. And then also this last year when Joachim Lundqvist has been on leave and then also kind of stepped down from the senior pastorships in September. So we are very thankful for that. We announced this in the church last Sunday, and it was received in a very enthusiastic and a joyful way. So we have a strong confirmation from the church as well here, and that is of course needed, and we are also very, very happy for that. So Jan Blom, you will get more and more acquainted with him. He's a really great brother. He has a great heart for the lost and the socially challenged people, and he is also a hard-working, loyal, and also very not careful in the way of being. How can I say? He's not sloppy, but he wants things to be done in the right way. So here we have a good pastor and a good leader of Word of Life Uppsala. But the bigger team, most of you know most of us, and we'll just continue to work. We know which fields we are called to, and that we will just continue to pump the gospel out there and also to stand together with the rest of Word of Life International family. It's amazing, really, thinking that we are all the way from China and Australia in the east, throughout Asia, Middle East, Europe, all the way over to America and Canada and United States, even if it's not so many churches over there, but a few. So we're a great family in many, many places, and I really believe we have a great future together. But now we're going into Christmas, so I just want to wish you a warm and Merry Christmas. And that greeting is not only from me, but from the entire Word of Life International board. So from all of us to all of you, a Merry, Merry Christmas and also a happy new year. Amen.